Hey, what's going on, my friends? This is Dave Sharpe, and welcome to Wake Up Legendary. I've got an exciting and, quite frankly, a legendary guest. Dominic, what's up,
Hey
bro?
Dave, I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Man, it's an honor, dude. It's an honor. Guys, we are going to be talking about a lot of things. I think we're going to mainly focus on a couple of topics this morning for you, which is going to be a hot, and I'm going to try to stay away from the hype, but Dom, I got to get a little hypey on this TikTok
Okay, go
piece
for it.
because I mean, it's an exciting marketing strategy. How would you guys like to be able to not even have to log on to your computer, but to have the opportunity to go viral on your first or even second video, third, maybe even within your first five videos that you upload onto a silly little app. You don't even have to log on to your computer like you do with YouTube, and to be able to have the ability and opportunity to be able to go viral. By going viral, I mean have a platform actually put your video and your content in front of other people over and over and over again, sort of like it does on YouTube. Um, now, I gotta be honest with you, Dom. I was a little pissed off when I saw you guys um, having so much success, basically with so little work. After I've been, preaching, you got to stay on the grind, you got to hustle, you got to put in the work, you got to do what you got to do to get the results, and that means you got to get in front of the camera. You got to then take the video from the camera and put it on your computer and upload it to YouTube, or you got to write out the blog post. And here comes along a little a little app that is for kids. It's like it's for kids. I mean, that's what the majority of people who are using it, kids and celebrities doing dance videos, and you and three other dudes. I'm calling you guys dudes just because it's more fun. We're on the sales letter. We're gonna dude it up, but for like regular guys who are not gurus, who haven't been doing this very long, are it's not like you're making millions of dollars, but you just kind of started doing this strategy. You're getting results with it. So anyways, I wanted to tell you I was a little bit pissed at the fact that you guys were having but you know what? I was like, Dave, get over yourself. Here's these guys, and they've discovered something. It's time to put on the student hat and learn something from these guys. So take us through, take us back and tell us a little bit about your story, because I don't want to jump right into the whole what you're doing now without
Okay.
learning about kind of where you came from. So tell us give us a nutshell version of what you did before this and what even brought you to want to do online marketing, affiliate marketing in the first place.
Okay. So to kind of go way back, I mean, I was kind of on the traditional path. Went through college. I studied economics in there, and like any business student, I wanted to work on Wall Street. So actually, I was lucky enough in my college days to actually get an internship on Wall Street, like five doors down from the market, the New York Stock Exchange. And my first job out of college was actually a financial advisor. I was licensed. I was held a Series 65,
Mm.
and I got there, and it was exactly like they show it in the movies. That scene with Jordan Belfort when he's trying to get everyone all hyped up, and I was in a room like that, and I really quickly I'm like, this isn't for me. Yeah, yeah, that whole scene, that's all 100% accurate. And I was just like, I'm kind of a laid back, kind of, take things slow, nothing really ruffles my feathers. And I was just like, I'm not going to last.
Was that before or after you had seen the movie The Wolf of Wall Street?
Well, this is back in 2009,
Okay.
2010. This is long before that movie came out.
Okay.
But this was actually right at the time Wall Street 2 came out, Money Never Sleeps.
Ah.
So we actually took a field trip the night it came out to the movie theater, and there was like 20 of us in the theater all sitting together watching it. But yeah, I lasted probably about 6 months doing that. And this is probably the midst of the last Great Recession. And I was like, you know what? I'm done with sales. I want to find something where it's a little bit less front lines.
Right.
Nobody was hiring. I mean, no one was hiring outside of a sales capacity in 2010, 2011. So I actually got into the retail car business. So I'm like, I got to sell something. Well, I'm going to sell something I at least know something about and something that I enjoy. And I had some quick success with that. I started selling a couple of cars a month, a couple more cars a month, and I became real knowledgeable.
Uh-huh.
And then once the GM of my dealership was like, you kind of know what you're doing. So I ended up making my way back into the finance office. Started being an F&I manager for a little bit, kind of went to the internet manager side because I was the techie guy in the dealership.
Gotcha.
And was kind of making my way through all like the B-level management positions in the dealership, but wasn't quite making it up to sales manager, general manager. And I always wanted my own business, but I wasn't sure what, and I thought it was going to be a car dealership at the time.
Gotcha.
So, in the beginning, I had no problem putting in the 60, 70-hour weeks required because, I'm a single guy in my 20s. Who cares? Right. And so I got married in 2016, and that's really where the car business started to wear on me because now I'm not coming home to an empty apartment. I've got somebody there waiting at home. My wife was 100% supportive, saying, hey, go there, work, do what you have to do. And myself, I'm like, but for what? Like, I'm never going to see you. So I said, I have to make a change. And I saw an opportunity we had a lot of Uber drivers, a lot of Lyft drivers coming in, terrible credit, couldn't get a car, or the banks weren't viewing Lyft and Uber as a legitimate income source at that point. And I came across an app that was kind of like Airbnb, where it's private car owners, private fleet owners, and they kind of find the drivers, they do the paperwork, they handle the insurance, and all I have to do is basically meet the people and rent the cars.
Yeah.
So I bought a car that got rented immediately. I bought a second one that got rented immediately. Ran into a couple of insurance issues, got that figured out because nobody wants to insure an Uber driver on a rental car. Just throwing that one out there. That was hard to find. And it just kind of turned into a car rental business. I got to 15 cars, and things were going great.
Right.
In the beginning, this was 2017. All the cars there were all rented all the time. And my wife and I were like, all right, well, now I have my own business. I'm going to grow it to a certain point. Then we'll start a family. And we kind of tried to time it so that when my wife went out on maternity leave from her job, she had 3 months of maternity, and we didn't want her to go back. So about halfway through her pregnancy, things started to hit the fan.
I love the twist in the story. Let's get to let's squeeze the juice now, baby.
Yeah. So anyway, people started wrecking the cars.
Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had a couple of fender benders, but I never had a complete total. I actually, on one of the times, half of my fleet got totaled in 24 hours. Okay. We had a snowstorm, and I got just call after call after call, and I was like, oh, okay. We'll deal with this. Half of them were probably not insured, and the renters walked the bill on the deductible, so I had to come out of pocket on deductibles, and I was like, all right, well, this is going to set us back a few months. And then I got a call from the Philadelphia Police Department. One of my cars was actually used in armed robbery.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah.
That was really fun. And because I had the car repoed 2 weeks earlier, that car was actually reported stolen. So they called me thinking someone stole the car and then used it in a robbery. And I said, no, actually, that guy's rented. So, yeah, that was a fun fiasco to figure out.
So I want to also remind everybody, these are the challenges with an offline business. Now, I'm not saying all offline businesses are bad. I'm really not. I mean, the problem with an offline business like a restaurant is you just have to be there all the time. That's one of the downsides. One of the pros of it is that you've got your own business, that thing that you've always dreamed of. And a lot of times we go into a new business when we start it only looking at the pros, not really actually doing a pros and cons list. And part of that, right, Dominic, is that we just don't know what our other options might be. So, right, it's like traditional business means I either start a franchise, I start a restaurant, I open a convenience store, right? Or I start maybe I start a rental or a car lot, whatever. And I also want to say these are some of the challenges that you can hear them, smart guy, ran into not in a pandemic. Right? So not only is the business most likely, it obviously, as you're telling us and you're going to continue to tell us, has its own set of challenges, but that business would not be in business right now. I just want to throw that out there as well so everybody's clear on that, because many of you guys are watching this in that decision-making phase of, do I actually want to put in the time, energy, investment to start to develop a new skill, to actually take a new career path or a new side hustle like Dominic's done and we'll continue to hear. But I just wanted to throw that out there, because the other thing we got to be thinking about, especially right now, current events, reality, what's going on right now, is what I'm going to be doing post-pandemic. Is that going to be safe? God, I heard on the news, and I try not to watch too much, Dominic, but we're going to have another wave coming around, maybe. I mean, so it's like, if you guys are not setting yourselves up right now, maybe going through this pandemic right now sucks for you, because maybe you're out of your job or your traditional business shut down, and maybe we are going to come out of this here in the next couple of weeks or whatever. But what about if it happens again? What if something else or different happens? So anyways, Dominic, but keep going. Tell us how you eventually got online and how this rental car business ended up panning out.
I got you. Yeah. So, I mean, kind of my online journey and my rental car business kind of were in parallel at the same time. So to kind of finish up the rental cars, like I said, I had the armed robbery, I had the cars get totaled, I had people banging up the cars, and then I was also, because I was going through an app, I was bound by terms of service. So I woke up, actually, it was April 1st of 19, and I have an email from the app saying, oh, we're increasing our fees 10%. We're taking it right off the top. Either you accept this or stop renting cars. And I'm like, my margins were kind of thin to begin with,
right,
and now they're almost non-existent. So I said, okay, I gotta find other ways to cut costs. As a business owner, you just got to figure it out.
Right.
So, that happened. Then they brought in a bunch of large dealerships doing rent-to-own programs, and my customers were asking me, hey, can I buy a car from you? So I'm not a licensed car dealer. I can't sell you a car.
Right.
So my customer base started eroding. So I basically ended up dealing with kind of the worst of the worst customers in the car business. And it's just, they weren't responsible. Like I said, they kept banging up the cars, and it's just like, I need something else. I got to shut this down and pursue online full. But my online business actually started around the same time the rental business did, because I used to drive Uber and Lyft myself, and they give you that little driver referral code if you refer somebody.
Sure.
And you get a couple $100.
Yeah.
Well, I said, how can I get this in front of as many people as I can? I had a website, so I put a little pink button for Lyft, a little black button for Uber, and said, become a driver, earn a bonus. People started clicking. I started just getting commissions on my phone randomly, and I was like, this is cool. I'm onto something here. How do I get more clicks? So I was like, well, I can just take a Google ad out, pay a couple $100 a month, and I'll just get thousands of clicks. And I started making some money. I was an extra like $3,000 to $5,000 for like a month or two.
Nice.
Then I get the email from Uber saying, well, this is against our terms of service. You're off the platform, and they just cut me off. And I've been like chasing that ever since. I was like, all right, well, this model absolutely works going online. So I saw an ad on YouTube about affiliate marketing. It was really, really good. I'm like, well, that's kind of what I was doing with the Uber and Lyft referrals. So I started going down the rabbit hole, but never really had any success, because you can't just brand bid, and that's really all I knew how to do. So I was having little fits and starts here, make $10 here, $15 there, but nothing really crazy. Meanwhile, the rental car business is still growing.
Yeah.
My dad was like, you need to focus, because you've got this rental car business that's taken off, and you're screwing around with this online stuff. He's like, you need to put your energy into what is working. Because me being a business student in school, it was multiple streams of income, multiple business owners, and that's all kind of where you want to be. But he's like, you're not at that point yet. You need to just focus on what's working. So I said, okay. So I shelved the online stuff. Then the S started hitting the fan in the rental car business, and I was like, I'm going back to online. This is where I'm going to be able to have my own business, have the leverage, be around my family, and I'm not going to wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning because somebody wrecked the car.
Right.
So I'm like, well, I can't get anything going with affiliate. We had already failed. Me and my dad had failed an Amazon FBA venture. We started in 2017. We still have LED candles in the garage. So if anybody wants them, we're giving them away.
Sounds like some of my early MLM ventures,
Yeah.
I front-loaded the lotions, potions, and pills, and it's like you end up just giving them away.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone got candles for Christmas one year. We still have like 400 of them in the garage. So, so
None
yeah.
of you
So that
guys have
was.
ever done that before, have you? Be honest in the comments below.
So we did that. I said, all right, well, I want to do e-commerce, but I'm not stacking my parents' garage with stuff. So I tried drop shipping. Shopify was $25 a month.
Oh yeah,
You
man.
go, overload from China, and then it takes 45 days to get there. So I sold one sticker in 2 months, and I had this guy emailing me like once a week. Where's my sticker? Where's my sticker? I was like, dude, I have no clue, because he bought it right around Chinese New Year, so the whole country was shut down. So I was like, this is drop shipping is not the way to go. Like, all right, so I have to do affiliate marketing, but I'm really camera shy. So let's start a blog.
Oh, wow, you were camera shy.
I was.
Okay.
Really
Look at that. Wow. So the dude that's cracking jokes and we're having a good time here on camera was camera shy. Just side note. All right. So maybe we'll come back to that.
Yeah. So this is like, I want to say February, March of 2019. I'm like, all right, let me write a blog because I can do SEO and I've got this, I kind of understand it a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm a good writer. And so I put together 90,000 words on a blog and got 4 visitors a month. All right. And then, read about the Google sandbox. It's going to take 6 months before you start getting any traffic. And I was like, all right, I got to do something else here. So I'm like, you know what? Everybody else kind of has an info product. And I have an understanding of how affiliate marketing works. I can integrate all the software. So I created a starter's guide that kind of walks through click by click how to get everything set up. And I'm like, this is going to help the newbies. I don't have the screenshot of I've made $10,000 in a month. I just don't have that credibility yet, but I do know how to set everything up and break it down to a super beginner level. Yeah. So I put together that course and I forced myself to make 45 YouTube videos and screen record and kind of figure that whole thing out. I stumbled. It was awful. I look back on it now and it's like a train wreck, but I'm glad I did it.
Sure.
Because it got me over the camera shyness.
Nice.
So got into that and like 7 people opted into it. I was like, all right, that was 6 weeks worth of work for 7 people. 7 people worth of things. Took
I love this.
Funnel away.
Now, everybody, you're probably thinking, God, this is like, what's the point? The point's coming. Stick with us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Took one funnel away. Said, oh, you have to publish. So I doubled down on blogging because, again, I was looking at the YouTube things on the, my starters course. I'm like, I'm not that good on camera. Still, nothing. I got to like 10 people a day maybe on my blog, and I sold like 2 things in a month. All right. Well, and then again, having the rental car business ship sinking, I just had to look within. I'm like, I just need to get this done and stick it out. And I know I know it works. There's enough people doing it. Yeah. I just need to figure it out. And I felt like I was one Tumblr away from unlocking it for like 6 or 7 months. Then I'm on Facebook and I hear about Matt and Jake killing it on TikTok. I'm like, well, what's TikTok? So I go in, I download the app. And it's just, like you said, it's a bunch of teenagers, and it wasn't even celebrities yet. It was just teenagers and college kids dancing around, do it. I was like, what? Delete the app. That's a distraction. That's a shiny object. This was like in November. And then now I'm still December. I'm still struggling. I'm like, all right, let me try that again. And now I'm kind of hearing, I'm getting all kinds of opt-ins. I looked at it and I'm like, these are easy videos to make.
Right.
So I said, this is a good stepping stone to being good on camera because I know that video is the best content to create. People get the best relationship and it actually gets the most traffic quickly.
Yeah.
I saw TikTok as a very good stepping stone to that. So I said, I'm going to model what works because I clearly don't know what works because I've always struggled with being not coachable. I mean, being in school, I was the kid that never did his homework, never studied for the test, but still got a 95 on everything. My dad says, he's like, you were a B student. You should have been an A student because you never did all the work. It just came easy to you. So
the critical father.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my dad will tell me, look, you've got a lot of potential, but you don't work because things come easy to you.
Right.
And this internet marketing was not coming easy to me, but I'm like, I have to stay the course.
Yes. Which is exactly how. And I think that we do discount the fact that we weren't an overnight success in everything that we did. We felt like we were because we'd been doing school for 18 years or we'd been doing our previous job for 5 years or 10 years. And it felt, but we were comparing our year 10 to our month 1. So now you're getting into that place to where this is your natural. Is all I asked you one question. You've been talking for 22 minutes, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's like now you're in flow, but you're only a few months in or a year in or whatever. And I just think it's important that you guys remember that don't compare your year 10 of your job that you were really good at to your month 1 of online marketing, and you think you suck at it and you can't figure it out because everything in your life, it took you 6 months to learn how to walk good, or a year, or whatever, 2 years, who knows? I mean, some of us, I guess 2 years is a little unrealistic, but 9 months to a year, we're crawling around like kids, riding our bikes, same thing, learning our job, same thing. So anyways, continue on.
Yeah. So it's been, so I got on TikTok. I said, I can just make the videos. They're basically, look at this, go there. And I saw that everybody who was doing well on TikTok was promoting the same thing. And it was legendary. So I was like, all right, well, I remember getting an ebook or something a few months ago. I still haven't read it. So I went in, took the business challenge. I wanted to become an affiliate, but you had to take the challenge first. I said, all right, let me just kind of take the challenge. I know it's a lead magnet. I know it's going to be an upsell. But there was actually, I was surprised that there's just so much in that. And, I took advantage of the blueprints. And it's kind of like, when you first meet somebody and you don't really kind of like them, you don't know what to think, but then you end up becoming really good friends. That was kind of my relationship with Legendary. I was kind of cynical at first, again, because I had the, being a salesman, I kind of know, I can smell a sales pitch when it's coming, but I'm like, this is really, really good. And I just need to just do what they're saying, and maybe I'll get a different result. So I got my affiliate link. I said, what, let me hop on TikTok here. I went through the course, went through the decade in a day with Matt.
Yeah.
And well, now I know what works, and I made a couple of sales in my first couple of days after taking that decade in a day. So I said, I'm going to hop on TikTok and do a narrative of how step by step to build an affiliate marketing business, because I know it's going to work in the end.
Yeah.
But I'm going to keep my audience. We don't know what's going to happen.
Summarizing what you just learned, right?
Exactly.
You can do that without, like, when you buy a course or you attend a live show like what we're doing right now. There's a difference between plagiarizing something and going and revealing word for word exactly, with no creativity, exactly what's like behind that somebody else is selling or somebody else wrote or whatever. But and there's a difference between that and then summarizing in your own words what you just learned. And I think a lot of you guys, in terms of creating content or being creative, or even looking at, if you want to sell something, somebody else's sales page, and say, well, that's been running for a long time, that must be working. Let me model that. Let me take some elements from that, maybe the flow, the structure, whatever, and sort of like an artist gains inspiration from another painting to paint a painting. So I love the fact that you bought a course, you invested in a multi-$1,000 course.
Yes.
You then took that. You didn't just take it to be a student, you took it to then repurpose that learning experience, to then take the knowledge that you learned, to then go out and go from student to teacher and reshare. It's the age-old learn, do, teach. That's the formula, guys. That's the formula to success. It's transitioning from student to teacher, learning something, investing in yourself, whether that be time, money. It's usually both. Let's not BS. It's time and money to learn something, doing it, like taking what you learn and doing it. Not just like, hey, I'm going to go learn this and then I'm going to go teach it, without doing it, and then going and sharing it. It's just like if I was to go to class to be a yoga teacher. What am I doing? I'm learning. I'm doing. I'm teaching. Same thing with everything. It's everything in life. The majority of athletes, they learn, they do, and then after they get done with their athletic career, what do? They teach, or they do commentary, or they do something to where they give back and they continue to monetize that skill. So here you are, the experienced salesperson, smart guy in school, you're, man, what I love about this story is you're like having to humble yourself a little bit. And I hear that and I see that in you, and I appreciate that and I respect that. So continue on with where this has taken you.
Yeah. So like I said, I hopped on TikTok. I said, well, it's 15-second videos and it's a lot of traffic, a lot of followers quickly, because I looked at both Matt and Jake's profiles. They were at 35,000 followers and the accounts were like 4 months old. I was like, that's incredible. I mean, people are on YouTube for 4 years and they've only got 1,000 followers or 1,200 subscribers.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how did they make this work? So I wanted to reverse engineer it. And I know you saw this our last webinar, but my notes of said what their
I'd frame that, Dom. I'd frame that, man. Tell us what you did, because this is huge. Please listen closely, guys. This is the key to content creation right here.
Yeah, I went through both of their profiles, and both of them had probably 300 or 400 videos up there. And TikTok will let you know how many views each video has when you're just scrolling through the feed. So I picked the ones that had the most views. I mean, they were averaging 1,500, 2,000 views, but a couple of them were at 25,000, 10,000, 12,000. I picked those posts. I wrote down what they talked about in each of those videos. I also wrote down the hashtags that they used. So now I had a blueprint of what do people on TikTok like. And now I had to add my own twist on that. And then myself, with the whole pandemic coronavirus thing, I wanted to come out, tie current events into this. And if you've been in internet marketing any long time, people will say, I don't have the money to start. That's all great and all, but I don't have the money. Well, I was like, everyone's just going to be handed a check for $1,200 in like 3 weeks. So that gets rid of that objection. So let me just show them how to do it using the coronavirus check. And people love that, because I made my first post was say, this is what I'm going to do. And my second post was, these are the tools that you need. I deposited the money in the account. Follow me to see what's going on. And that got like 7,500 views right out of the gate.
That was your second. You were the one who got the 7,500 views on your second video you posted, right?
Yes. Yes. And then the next day was, hey, this is what I'm going to do. I set up my Facebook page. I'm going to set this, basically following all the steps that are taught, but doing it each day in a series. And I was picking up 150, 200 followers a day. I mean, I got to 1,000 followers in 10 days.
It's such a creative approach. I mean, to tie in the current event, everything that you just said, but then to make each video have a cliffhanger, in a sense, for them to tune into the next video. And everything that you need to know about being a great marketer, you can see on either other people's channels. And Dom, I've been telling people with YouTube, which, by the way, guys, TikTok is awesome. We're going to be talking about TikTok. Dom's an instructor on a course, believe it or not, right? He's fairly new in the industry, and he's an instructor on a course that we're going to be releasing here in about a week or so. That's going to be very reasonable. Keep tuning in, and we'll get you the link for that, and we'll be promoting that. The affiliates inside of our community will be promoting that as well to their lists and audience. But I digress a bit. That was just a plug, a shameless plug for our upcoming course we're going to be releasing. So just let me digress back to my thought. I've been telling people this, Dom, for years, because YouTube's still a great platform. I mean, blogging still, all of these, it's just really about picking something and sticking with it. TikTok just happens to be kind of in the early stage, and you can jump on it right now and really capitalize if you follow the instructions of these guys who are doing it. But I just want to point out that what you did, which was go and look at what other people are doing that's working, is exactly what I've been telling people to do on YouTube in any form of content creation, which YouTube gives you the ability to just search by most popular videos. You can you can search by 3 ways. You can go to anybody's channel, and you can pull up search by oldest, newest, or most popular. And almost every single platform allows you to search that same way. Hot videos, most popular videos, etc. So most content platforms, even Facebook, I mean, shows you in your timeline content that's hot, content that's getting lots of engagement. That's what the algorithm does. So it's so easy. I have often told people, second, let me.
It's got to be me.
No, I think we're back on. I think we're back on here. Hold on. Are we back on? Sorry guys, if you are tuning into this part 2, then then we're gonna pick up right where we left off. But I just want to make sure that we are okay. Cool. All right, so part 2. Sorry, my internet, I'm hardwired in, but for some reason my internet just cut out. So anyways, Dom, you got the notebook, you did it. I've been telling people to do that for a long time, which is just go and look at what's working for other people and then put your own spin on it. Don't plagiarize. Yes. Don't copy word for word. Don't be an a-hole like that. That's just stupid. It's dumb. And we all know that that's not cool. But to gain inspiration and allow somebody who's already blazed the path, it's kind of like what we do in terms of being coachable online. You buy a course simply so somebody can show you what they've already done that's worked. So you're uploading videos. Your second video takes off. You're taking people on a journey, leaving cliffhangers like a great show does. I love that. So kind of what happens next?
So what happens next is as I'm doing the whole coronavirus business check series, I'm saying, hey, if you want to get the training that I'm following, go hit the link in my profile and download it. And it's $7 to get started.
Yeah.
And I started getting a lot of traction through that. And I actually made 5 affiliate sales with Legendary in the first, I think it was 12 days or something like that. I made 5. It was 3 challenges and 2 books.
Yeah.
And then one of those people took a few upsells.
Yeah.
So the commissions were decent. I mean, I was probably about $150 to $200 in commissions in 10 days. And just to make sure, and from then on, I kind of started testing, did I just get lucky, or was it what I was doing that drove the followers? So I started putting like kind of one-off videos following the TikTok formula of being short, informational. And I noticed that my follower per day count started declining. I wasn't getting 100 a day. I was getting 40 or 50 a day. So I think from now on, I'm going back towards the cliffhanger series model.
Yeah.
And it's just been, I mean, the biggest takeaway that I had from this is it was me being coachable. I had struggled with being coachable because, again, things did come easy to me. I was smart, and that was probably my biggest hindrance in the whole journey. I think that I know better because I did this on the offline world, and It's just, no matter how good you are offline, it doesn't do you much good online. I mean, being a salesperson, in the car dealership, I can sense my customer. I can listen to what they say. I can see what they're wearing, how they interact with me, and I can kind of dictate how the deal goes from there. But online, you're just kind of putting out content there, and you're hoping whether it does well or not. And the only feedback you get is the amount of clicks or conversions.
Sure.
Which was tough for me.
Yeah.
So, but once I started following my coach, guess what? I started having results.
Yeah.
It's amazing how that happens.
Yeah.
And it was something that I fought for so long, and I'm just going to keep scaling and double downing on TikTok. And TikTok is I see it as such a stepping stone to YouTube. Like, I'm going to start doing some keyword research and start getting my YouTube channel up and start putting stuff on public videos now, because now I am comfortable on camera.
Right.
And I do kind of know what people like.
Yeah.
And what's funny is I have a barren YouTube channel because that's where I hosted my starter's guide, put them all private. And from TikTok, I've picked up 20 subscribers without a single video being live, which I thought that was really strange.
And somebody else, I don't know if it was Matt or Jake, somebody picked up 1,000 YouTube subscribers just because TikTok allows you, without posting a single video. That was Matt. We talked about it yesterday. Because TikTok allows you to put your little YouTube link there, and people just click it and go and subscribe. If they like your content on TikTok, they assume, hey, I'll go subscribe to this guy's channel on YouTube, and they kind of are interchangeable platforms. If people are liking to watch videos over here, they're most likely video watchers, so they're going to go subscribe. I love that. I love any other key takeaways before we wrap. I mean, I love so many nuggets and so much value and so many lessons. All of you guys who are watching are smart people. You don't scratch your head and start looking for alternative streams of income and more leverage and more automation and more systems and want to be with your family more, want to travel more because you're dumb.
Hmm.
You don't do dumb people don't do that. And I mean, I'm not talking down to dumb people. I'm just saying that people that don't think, that have lower IQs, that are not that intellectual, don't think about that. They just figure, hey, I'm gonna punch the clock, and this is they don't even question anything. So if you're, I just and I love those people, are fine. We need every individual type of person in society. Okay. But if you're watching this and you're maybe involved in our community at Legendary, or you're just somebody who came across this stream, or maybe you follow Dominic or whatever, and you're questioning, you're thinking about, man, maybe there's more. Maybe there's something else I can do. Maybe I can make money like I thought at the beginning with what I know versus what I can do, right? Maybe I can leverage my knowledge, or my verbal skills, or my brain, and not just get paid for what I do. And so, look, if you're smart, you're going to question stuff. If you're smart, you're going to be skeptical. If you're smart, you might think that you know better. But what I'm taking away from this, and I'm taking this time to point this out because I think it's so powerful, is that, Dom, what you're saying is that actually was not a benefit to you at the beginning because you were too skeptical and you weren't coachable. And I just think it takes such a big person to admit that, and you've articulated that so well. And I encourage you guys who are watching to really kind of just let that sink in.
Yeah, you got to check your salesman cynicism. As once I did that, things started breaking open for me. And in terms of content, last kind of final key takeaway is you'll find a publishing platform that just clicks with you. Yeah. For the longest time, people tell me, "Oh, you have to be on Facebook. You have to just post value on Facebook." And I was like, it didn't really jive with me. I was just like, how do I do it? Do I use these emojis? Do I not use emojis? It just really wasn't natural.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'll try that. That didn't really work. I didn't get results there. So I kind of then tried blogging, and I can write and blog, but that takes a long time.
Sure.
I know I'm starting to come out of the Google sandbox now, but I didn't want to wait 6 months to a year for results.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, let me try something else. And I was horrible on YouTube, I thought. So, all right, it's not YouTube. And then no one really told me to go to TikTok. There was no guru that said, hey, I guess they did say I've killed it on TikTok, but it wasn't like I saw this mass flood. I said, let me just try that because I've tried everything else, and it just clicked.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun. And when it's fun to create content comes easy and it comes naturally.
I agree.
So, and once I find that publishing medium, whether it be podcasting or whatever it is, things will actually break open. You'll enjoy it, and results will come as long as you stay coachable.
And I think that for me, what I've enjoyed doing over the years has been writing copy and writing sales messages, videos, scripting videos, building funnels. I mean, I've been building funnels since before funnels were popular. As a matter of fact, a lot of the big funnel gurus were affiliates of mine in previous companies promoting my funnels before, again, there was software to actually build funnels. So that's kind of been something that I've taken to a liking to. And my content creation has not been as amped up as some marketers have been. If you look at some of my social media channels, I'm not a content guru. I mean, doing these shows and stuff, like having accountability, has been kind of my groove. This is sort of my groove, is doing something like this, and then writing copy. And creating sales letters and videos and stuff like that. So I really agree with that, and I think that's a great final takeaway for those of you who are listening, to find your groove, to not quit until you find something that you love doing. For me, when I stare at a headline or as a matter of fact, we were talking about this before, because Dom and 3 other guys in our community and myself were all launching a TikTok course, and our CMO, Matt Hetzel, he's involved in the course as well. We're launching a TikTok course. And what part am I playing in that TikTok course? I'm writing the sales letter. Mm-hmm. You guys create the content, come on, talk about it. I'm writing the sales letter. And I was just talking about that before we started the show. It's like I'm sitting there ranting and raving about the headline and the hook. It's like,
yeah.
When you love it, I'm the guy, Dom, who for the past 10 years with my wife, I'm like, hey, honey, look at this headline. She's like, I don't give a damn about it. Like, she doesn't even get it. She's just like,
I'm doing the same thing with TikTok. Look at what I saw. She's like, TikTok again? I was like, yeah.
right.
And it's been like, it's like, well, you just find something. I just got hooked.
Yeah, totally. And so don't quit until you find your thing. You're going to resonate with something. And TikTok, as much as we're going to be talking about it over the next couple of weeks and coming out with this course, and again, the course is going to be affordable for anybody to get in. As a matter of fact, you can pull out a dollar out of your wallet, which I actually don't even have a dollar in
Go to
my
your
wallet.
couch. I bet you got one on your couch.
Yeah, probably. I mean, probably a couple of 4 quarters or something back there. But you pull a dollar out, you'll be able to get the course. So I want to really just kind of take away any of the, oh my gosh, are they going to be coming out with a $10,000 TikTok course here? And no, we're gonna make this available for everybody. We think everybody needs to learn this. So yeah, but just because we're talking about TikTok, I think that's a great place to end. Is find your thing. Find your thing. And look, it's not like, it's going to be Facebook, it's going to be YouTube, it's going to be TikTok, it's going to be Facebook ads. We usually like to teach one free, one paid, kind of put your efforts into one free marketing strategy and just develop that channel until that channel just starts to take off. And then you can move people from one channel to the next channel. That's typically the best way to do it. Just like Dom and these guys are building up TikTok channels and then feeding their YouTube and Instagram channels with those TikTok followings. And then simultaneously maybe running some Facebook ads, etc., but not doing a million things. And also not switching directions. I think that even though you did the blogging and stuff like that, the truth of the matter is that a lot of times we do quit right before the miracle happens, and we'll put in 3 or 6 months worth of work and then abandon it right before it was about to take off. So if I've put in 3 to 6 work, and I'm going to tell you this, if I put in 3 to 6 months of work, if I don't want to do it anymore, I'm going to find somebody to write articles to at least continue to pump that. And I don't want to abandon something that I've put a lot of work into. And I think I see that a lot with people. As a matter of fact, I was just talking about that with affiliates. Affiliates will do one thing and literally split test nothing. I've seen this even in our community. They'll split test nothing. Our sales funnels, our offers, our back-end systems convert so well for us, and our affiliates and our courses and our education is so good. We'll have affiliates come in. They'll do one thing, one bridge page video, one funnel, never split test anything, have success. And then when it starts going down a little bit and they're not making the money they once were, they're like, oh, this is not working anymore. No, you didn't do anything else. You didn't try anything else. You didn't split test anything else. You didn't do anything. So we got to remember also that marketing is a series of tests, of trying new things, of realizing that things are going to, like, if I've got a TikTok channel and I do nothing but cliffhanger style, soap opera series style videos, that maybe I might want to throw something in there different and test it because something else might work better. Marketing is a series of testing things. And so while it's important to find what you like, you also don't abandon something until you've tested multiple different methods on that platform. For example, a lot of people go on YouTube and in the make money online space and just do talking head videos and won't get the traction. And then they'll go over and start doing more screen capture videos to where they're showing people back office, behind the scenes, walking them through stuff, and all of a sudden that'll take off. And it's like totally different form of content, same platform. So you got to split test stuff. You got to keep testing, because even if you find something that is interesting to you, you may not have maximized that platform. So I'm going to be excited to watch your journey with TikTok and your marketing, to see kind of what new ideas you can come out with that worked. I think the stimulus thing was brilliant. I think
I'm going to keep doubling down on that.
Yeah, I think the like the kind of soap opera cliffhanger style stuff is brilliant. And I just, you found sort of your groove now, and you're going to ride this out. You're going to ride it until the wheels fall off. That's the key. ride it until the wheels fall off, and keep testing different stuff, dude. Congrats on your initial success. I'm excited to be launching this TikTok course with you here in a week or so. And any final words for those folks who are listening?
Final words, just don't give up. I mean, I've been trying it since 2017, so I'm probably 2.5 years, like July of 17, so 2.5 years. I mean, marketing, at least when you're getting started and you don't know what you're doing, it's a war of attrition. As long as you just stay with it, you'll eventually figure it out. I mean, just, your business didn't fail unless you give up. So that's my takeaway. I mean, there's people who I thought were going to kill it 8 months ago that I saw in the Facebook groups that all of a sudden they're not there anymore.
Yeah.
Because I guess, like you said, it may have started to go down and they stopped and that's it. So just keep at it, and it will break once you find your thing.
Awesome. Guys, we're here Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Wake up legendary. This is Dave Sharpe. Dominic, thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks
Give
for having
everybody
me.
your TikTok handle so if they want to go and follow you and check your stuff out.
All right, yeah. So my TikTok's really original. It's just Dom Bavaro on everything. DOMBAVARO. Same as what you see it if you're watching on Facebook. Spelled the same way as my Facebook name.
It's spelled exactly how it sounds. Dom Bavaro. Awesome, dude. I would encourage you guys to go check him out on TikTok just because, it's original, it's exciting, and, he's really taken a lot of action, and that's kind of the people that we want to look at and follow and kind of, maybe you might have some new spies, some new people who are coming over and
I welcome it.
All right, guys.
Please give me feedback.
Be legendary. Peace out. Have a great day.